Peace, peace, peace. Sorry for the little slight technical difficulties, but this is your girl Sunshine, and you are back with us here on Shine Vibrations. This is a good time for me due to this being Women's Day, Women's Month, and what better way to celebrate with one of my favorite poets that I have grown to love in these poetic streets. She is a dope young lady. The crazy thing about it is that I've had the opportunity to work with her father, not knowing that that was her father. And once we started being at events together and helping out with different things, and I had her on the show once before. And then when I saw a post, I said, "Wow, wow, now I see it." And you know what? When I say she is just, when I say a breath of fresh air, and you will understand when I bring her forward why I say this. We see now how they talk about Black women are so toxic. And yes, I will agree, there are a lot of sisters that do not operate with grace when they speak in their conversations. I will say that. So I'm not taking that away from anyone because that does exist. I recently had somebody tell me that they was proud of me the way that I helped them out with their situation. They said that not one time did I judge them, and I treat everybody the same that I come across. I don't believe in picking and choosing, or what's the word, cherry picking. Um, but this young lady is dynamic. She is what people are saying her generation does not have. And I am proud to say that I know her. I am proud to say that she is like a little sister to me. So I will always have doors open for her and make myself available for her. She is just a joy and a pleasant to be around. So before I bring our guests out, as a matter of fact, let me show you some pictures of whom I am speaking of so that when I spit my piece, we're going to go right into bringing her forward. So, see, look at this beautiful girl. And this is one of my favorite pictures of her. She looks so at peace here, and I love to promote people finding their peace. And I really, really feel that at that moment she did find her peace. And we had a little quick chat about it. So I'm happy to know that my assumptions was correct. Um, but without further ado, let me get this ready because your girl be multitasking. This piece I like to call, which I never really dub any of my pieces like the bomb this, the bomb that. But this one here, I would like to call a classic that I always share around this month. This was pinned back in October, in exactly October 24th of 2016. And it was published in Raheem's One Voice Pearson. And this was on page 5 of his Speak magazine, online magazine. And it's titled My Sister's Keeper. Reaching back to the womb for answers, the unjust fate of my people spreading like cancer, chit chatter of all lives matter, propaganda to politely say, just some more black blood splattered, outlined in white chalk on the concrete, shaking my head at the irony. Every tear draws me near to what once was a heart beat. Don't sleep, damn sure can't rest. Too busy praying that my people are blessed. We sisters are stressed because we cannot be weak. We have little boys, sons, kings we send out in these streets. So we must illuminate that which is ours, dig deep, that positive energy in order to exhume our king's energy, so they will fulfill their destiny. For we are royalty. A nation is only as strong as its women, and healing building starts with you and me. So we must conquer our inconsistencies separately yet collectively to forge bonds stronger than hair weaves, roots planted in unity. We war against the disconnect created by society, focused on shoes, clothes, and shows not made by those whom reflect us, brainwashed by their perception of our reality. Can't you see? We are so far removed that we refuse to engage in uplifting each other. We are queens, sisters, and mothers, looking for answers in the sky when we need to remove the cover from our third eye, aligning, standing on our square of righteousness that only the Creator allows us to possess. So, no, this is our quest, journeying to break these chains of discord, manifesting a rebirth of consciousness, vibrating on a frequency so electrifying massively, edifying our souls. Because ain't nothing deeper, for I am my sister's keeper. And now we have, unmute yourself, darling, the poet.
Beautiful.
Peace,
Hello,
peace,
hello.
peace. How are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
Am great. And oh, I have not been up to the, up 85 to see you in person, but I am glad that we have a special guest.
Yes,
You know,
we do. This is the Bean. Say hello. Say hi. Oh, she's watching Mickey, y'all. She is not paying attention to
that's all right. Peace, peace, Empress Bean. How are you? And look at them cheeks, as one of my uncles would say, the jabberjaws. So, how has life been? As we see, but from the last time you was on the show, introduce yourself and catch us up.
Hi guys. I'm the poet, and I've been doing poetry for 10 years now. Almost 11. Jesus, I'll be 22 this year. I have a daughter. I have a wonderful little 7-month-old who has changed my life so much. Even before I knew her, and yeah, I'm just now getting back to the stage. So yeah.
So, how does it feel going back to the stage in this new elevated version of yourself? Because we change once we give birth, once we bring life into this world, it does something to us. So explain how that experience has been, and how, and if it has contributed to any of your new writings. Let us know.
So when I had my daughter, well, firstly, when I got pregnant with my daughter, when I got pregnant with my daughter, I was in a space where I was in a period of rebuilding, and I wanted people to understand that I'm no longer the child that they met before. Most people who met me in the space met me when I was 15, 16 years old, and I was still growing. I was still changing. So there's a lot of stuff that people fought me for or feel like I should be held accountable for. Although accountability is important, I was a child. I was 16, 17 years old, trying to fit into a place that was, one, dominated with adults, and two, dominated with men.
Yes.
So I mean, when I got pregnant with my daughter, it was eye-opening. It was life-changing. I went through a lot throughout my pregnancy. I went through a lot when I had my daughter, but the one thing that I think shined through was the fact that I was able to give life. um, and I struggled a lot throughout the first trimester. I was so sick and everything, but I was just scared that what happened the first time would happen this time. And I was so stressed and afraid. But she was so strong throughout everything. And every time we went to, an ultrasound or anything like that, her heart was just beating and just the strongest heartbeat. Um, I think coming back to the stage after that experience, after watching my body change, after physically seeing change in myself and learning who I am as a person, throughout that time, and having a child and learning that I really have grown.
Mhm.
Coming back to the stage it's bittersweet. It's kind of hard because I wasn't really writing while I was on hiatus, not as much as I should have been, um, just because I wanted to take the time to get to know me and get to know my precious little baby. But I did write some, and I found that a lot of the times when I was writing, I was angry, I was hurt, I was in spaces of, transition. So now that I'm back to the stage, it's just kind of like I'm performing old stuff. So I still don't feel completely new. But with my next show that I'm planning, I want to introduce people to the newest version of myself, and just let people know that what you think you knew, and the person that I am no longer, and I just want people to get to know me for an adult versus a
That's right.
child.
That's right. And you have every right in, reclaiming. Look, what's her name? Maxine Waters, reclaiming my time. You are getting the chance to reintroduce yourself to the world, so to speak, and also, to our poetry community. And I applaud you for that, because, the fact that you even shared that when you did write, it was anger. And I applaud you for doing so, because even if you don't share those thoughts, the fact that you didn't allow them to sit and fester, you expelled it from you, so you wouldn't be carrying that. In essence, that would be transferred to her, so you did a great thing. So, folks, if y'all don't know, I call her baby girl because of the love I got for her. But baby girl ain't a baby girl no more. Okay. She was very powerful. The first introduction. You know how some people just don't see themselves, in a certain light, but when you're able to see people, I saw her strength then, and the pieces that I enjoyed hearing her share. Her strength is all within the lines. It's all within her pen. And I always will remind her of that. And it takes us time to get there. I am still doing that with things. I get a lot of folks that tell me, like, Shine, you're there, right there with the rest of us. Peace, peace. This is the brother Paul Graham. He has his show as well, Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Peace to you, King. Appreciate you stopping through, showing the young queen some love. And look, is this your first time, like, sharing her with the world? Because we live on
Essentially,
YouTube.
yes. I don't
See,
I post her,
I
but I
remember
don't
you posting
really.
her and putting the emojis over her faces. I loved
So
all of that.
I
I
stopped
love
doing
that.
that because it was just like, if I was gonna post her, I'm just gonna post her. But I only post her on certain platforms. Her name
Yeah,
is not public.
that's
Um,
right.
Nobody knows her name. I call her nicknames.
Yeah.
But this will
Empress
be the first time
Bean.
she's on. Hmm?
That's Empress Bean. Every time I see
Empress.
a picture, that's what I
Yes.
say. Every time I like it, I go Empress Bean. Here she go, Empress
Yes.
Bean.
So I just, you know, I'll share her face, but her name is super sacred to me, and I don't feel comfortable with it being public.
And that's great.
And
That's great.
everything that I went through as far as like when she was born and things of that nature, I just like to kind of keep those things to myself. But I love sharing my daughter with the world. I love when people, you know, say how beautiful she is, because she is a gorgeous little baby.
Yes, she is.
I don't mean to brag, but you know.
But I'm gonna brag. And you have every right to. I just love I first let me step back and say I am proud of you. I know you
Thank
heard
you.
my intro when I was introducing you, but I am so proud of you, seeing your growth, being able to be, I am grateful to say that I am in the number of those that get to witness your growth. And as I opened up with my sister's keeper, you have been around me long enough. Those words that I spit is true to who I am. And that's because I saw that through my elders, my great grandmother and her sisters. Y'all always hear me reference the Fitch sisters. And my great aunt Helen is the last one. She'll be celebrating her 97th birthday this September. So, you know, they showed me how they got together and how they meshed well, and they all just fit in, and they always was there like that village, you know, that sisterhood, that bond. And then with both of my mothers, both of my umis, Jackie and my biological mother, Cecilia, who the world knows as Shushu or China, depending on where they met her. But that's what I saw. I saw the the toxicity between sisters now. The more and more we go further on, each year, it's like it baffles me because I really don't get it and I really don't understand it. I wasn't exposed to that. That's not part of the culture that I understand. And it's also good to see that, as I said in the beginning, you are not part of that mix. You know, you then broke the mold. So that's how I was able to see you the first time we met. So I would like, if you are ready, to share your first piece.
Okay. As I said before, I have nothing memorized other than my old pieces.
That's all
So
right.
you know, you were actually there the night that I debuted this piece, the night that I decided to share this piece with the world, and it's changed so much over the years because I wrote this poem when I was 19. Um,
Mm, mm.
um, and this poem has evolved and changed so much. It got shortened and, you know, taken through the ringer, you know, with slams and things of that nature. But it's my puke piece, as we like to call it in the slam world. And it's going to be featuring Empress Bean tonight because she is talkative. But you
Do
were
you need
saying
me to
something about
minimize the music?
I can't hear it. So
Okay, so that means I got it down low enough.
okay, yeah. So as you said about in the introduction, as you were talking, you said something about Black women and toxicity and our correlations. So this poem kind of correlates with that. It's called Toxic. So we're gonna do that. You want to do ad libs for me, Tootie? Okay. I performed this poem the other night for the first time in months, almost a year. Well, a year and some change, actually, like a year and 3 months. And I dropped some of it, so bear with me, guys, because I'm doing this off. So what if I'm toxic? I'm in the toxic generation. The generation of situationships and internet relationships. Everybody want to be Dirk in India. Everybody want to look at people and wish that was them, but all you want to do is argue, normalize these unhealthy behaviors, and want healthy outcomes. Lie, cheat, it's all rinse and repeat. Sprinkle a little abandonment issues disguised as loyalty in there, and you've got us summed up. So what if I'm toxic? I didn't become this way on my own. I let my guard down for one too many people. Stayed even when I got cheated on, and it got to the point where they didn't even have to lie to me. It was right in my face, yet I still stayed because of the fucked up narrative of love that my generation has. You stay with your partner, hell or high water, because that's what our grandparents and their parents did. That ain't love. It's toxic. So what if I'm toxic? Look what I'm surrounded by. Right now, as we speak, there's a woman crying because her boyfriend got another chick coming to her as a woman. And my generation is full of certified side bitches. And as soon as they can't get what they want from a nigga, they become fucking songbirds, singing till it ain't no air left in their lungs, talking about, hey, girlie, you don't know me, but I'm coming to you as a woman. And end it with, because I felt like you deserved to know. But you ain't care when he was fucking you, pulling up on you in his girlfriend's car and buying you nice things. You ain't care then, so why you care now? I got one hey girly DM and I still don't respond to message requests. So what if I'm toxic? So what if I'm comfortable? To the point where Kendrick Lamar's We Cry Together don't bother me. You know, fuck you nigga, nah fuck you bitch, nah fuck you nigga. It's conditioned. So what if I'm toxic? So what if I'm comfortable? Because it's a shortage on loyalty out here, yet I get left alone for the next one. You're just my friend when you know I wanted more, turn the good girls into monsters, and then scream when the lights come on. This will go over a lot of y'all's heads, but I'm going to let you sit with it. So what if I'm toxic? I ain't become this way on my own. So what if I'm toxic? You are too. Yeah. Yay!
Woo-wee.
Yay, mommy!
But truth spit, definitely. Who like who cannot see? Even though when was this again? You said 19, right? It was
19.
19. Yeah, and I do remember this because I remember I got up out my seat when you started spitting this one. I said, "Go ahead, I know that's right." And they say, wisdom should know age, but we don't know who the creator is depositing seeds in. So you was already speaking things and bringing attention to the things that was brewing and some already existing for those who had those experiences. But everything you said is like things that folks in my age group we discuss all the time. These different groups on social media, everybody posting, and it's like even though they are posting these things to bring awareness or for educational purposes,
right? And then it just sparks a debate in the comments.
You see how it ends up shifting, and it becomes a ball of toxic back and forth on the post. And
right.
Every now and then I post in the groups and I'm like, it's amazing how we all want the same thing. But just like they say, the delivery, sometimes, yeah, you need to be shocking to grasp the attention. But I think with the way things are, everything is so bold and out there, we don't need any more of that. It's like, okay, we know all of these things exist. It doesn't matter how many videos of the same scenario there is to keep reposting it. It's only perpetuating it more. So I'm like, we must counteract that. We know that there are toxic men out there. We know there are toxic women out there. But can we focus and shift our energy in highlighting more of the ones who are positive, who are out there doing the things that everybody keeps pointing the finger at the ones that are doing the things wrong?
I always tell people, like, I hate when people speak to me and they make general statements. Don't put that stereotype on me.
Yeah.
It bothers me. Like, I'll see, like, no female can do da 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 da. Like, you're just saying general statements. No, not the females that you mess with, not the women that you decide to mess with. But there's still there's some good ones out here, and I have had to stop myself from saying like all men or men
That's
in
right.
general. I've had to stop myself from doing that just because it's like it's the men that I've had experiences with, not
Indeed.
everybody.
Indeed. Like, no matter what my own personal experiences have been, I know enough brothers that are out there that are doing the work, that are doing what they should do, that are protectors of their families, their friends, their loved ones. They're out there being fathers, they're out there being providers, they're out there businessmen. I know more, no matter how much stuff that I see. I know more. I know what I know. No matter how many different experiences that we see, especially with these celebrities, which I still don't understand why we post the things about celebrities, making it about our lives, is because one, we not in that tax bracket. And then when you think about it, people doing the same thing and we broke. So,
Right.
you
Right.
know, like in one of the groups, I commented about and you know what? Nah, shout out to my brothers that have Drunk Talk Live.
Oh
Seabridge,
yes.
RL the poet, King, David, my
Those are my
apologies if I missed
people. I
anybody else,
love them so
but I
much.
love them. I love all of those brothers because again, I know them all from, the artist community.
Mm.
But
They all know my father.
that's right. Yep, yep. That's how
They
we
all
all
know
know
my
each
daddy.
other. And it's Drunk Talk. Isn't it Drunk Talk Live on Tuesday nights, like about 10 o'clock, right? They go live on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
It's
That's the
at
name
10
of the group.
o'clock. It's late,
10
but
o'clock. Y'all
it's
need to catch them
I tune
brothers.
into that.
Yeah, y'all
Mm-hmm.
need to catch them brothers, is because they talk about everything. And I love
They
it. And they
actually
put it all
won.
out there.
They actually won an award at the Onyx Urban Awards
Yes.
in October.
Yes,
They
they
won
did.
the award for best podcast.
That's
And
right.
shout
They
out
sure
to
enough
RL
did.
for coming through and sweeping that night. He won. He
Yes,
won
shout
Poet
out
of the
to
Year,
bro.
and he won with Drunk Talk.
That's right. So yes, like, see, we know great men. We see the examples, and I keep telling everybody, like, I love my local celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
do.
love them. I pay attention more to my local celebrities than I do those who are all over social media and making thousands and millions of dollars. But the one in particular, and before we go to a break, just the post in there, it was about the basketball player, and forgive me his name, but he just
He just signed
somebody put
he signed a thing that said that
that said that
basically
he doesn't
that
want the rights. And I said, my first comment was, it's crazy how women are being shamed from men who can't control their seed.
but it's
They are
also
too,
insane to me that people are like, he did this, he did that, and that is so unfortunate for that child. But at the same
yeah,
time, he
exactly,
did
like,
tell
and
that
and
he
this is
did
what I
not want
mean.
it.
They both were consenting adults, and
Mm-hmm.
they both
They're both
created the
adults.
act knowing there was no condoms, no contraceptives at all in
Right,
use. So
right.
even though you created this child, and it's not a bad consequence, but this is the consequences of
Of
unprotected
your act.
sex, of both
Mm-hmm.
actions of consenting adults. It's not like she drugged him and jumped on him, because then I would be siding with him. But I'm not even mad at him. A brother got on there and I didn't know him, but he was like, "Oh, so what you saying?" Like, I said, "Look, put it like this," and I wasn't taking a shot, but I'm like, okay, he's a good ball player, but obviously his pullout game sucks. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real,
Obviously, it's weak.
because he don't have no rhythm method at all. You know what I'm saying? But to just say, "Oh well, because my pullout game ain't that good," or because I don't know the rhythm method, I want you to go ahead and abort this child. Now, I don't know this sister. I don't pay attention to this stuff, but I heard that she's little baby's baby mother too, or something like that. So of course, because she already has one celebrity baby father, she must be going after all of them. And if that is her intentions, the universe, the creator, gonna deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't agree on that either. But when I responded, I said again, these are the consequences. I said, but I'm not mad at him for what he did, because he said what he said and they still consulted to have sex unprotected. So I actually respect him for doing so. But my main concern is now the child. And of course, she's going to be seen as a bad mom because she didn't choose to abort the child. But then, that goes on to other things. But we have our Blast Artist of the Week. And I had an opportunity to hear this verse before the show. And when I tell you, I love this song, I already know the chorus to the song and the delivery. I want you to listen to this, okay? So when we come back, I want to see if me and you come up with the same response to this song that me and Beat did previewing in the back, okay? But This is Tanika Sheree, and this is Love's, hold up, where'd it go? Sorry. Love's Idiot.
Back it up, go, 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 go. That's enough. Please look the other way now. I got nothing to say now. Don't get it, it's simple arithmetic. 1 and 1 equals love's idiots. I can't get caught up, but I think my IQ just fell off a few. All because of no thank you. Boy, I'ma have to pass, cause I can't repeat this class like I had to do the last time. Yeah, it's all good. Please stop talking to me. I acting as you should try. I just really wanna take your word and try another time. Then I remember how the ending hurts and takes over the mind. No. Back it up. Go, 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 go. That's enough. Please look the other way now. I got nothing to say now. You don't get it, you're really still missing it. I can't keep on being love's idiot. Won't get caught up, but I think my IQ slid to 32. All because of you. Brain, it goes insane cause it keeps doing the same things. Expecting new results just cause he's a new name. But there's a disconnect cause he's really the same. It's all a game. Now I gotta take extreme measures. Just back up. Cause I'm really getting better. But you seem different. Stop staring in my eyes. I notice how you think you're gonna try and change my mind. No. Back it up. Go, 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 go. That's enough. Please look the other way now. I got nothing to say now. You don't get it. You're really not quitting yet. Look, you on your own, bruh. And clearly love's idiot. Gon' get caught up. But I feel my IQ dropping down to 2. All because of you. You think I'm falling for them silly looks you gave me? Yo, who I'm kidding? Only Jesus now can save me. Lord. Pass me the main line quick. Put me straight through the dad. Because I'm finna snitch. I need my senses back. Somehow they disappear. Every time you show your face. Witness protection brain. Missing without a trace. You tryna take me down. I'm tryna build my case. But is there law and order? Or have we passed that place? Now it's a shame. My heart cool, they tie my brain. And the logic center's been shut down and the cycle stays the same. You see me trying to change, $1 short from range. I'ma have to go the other way so I can avoid danger. Things could be stranger, could give you my heart. Then you see my mind deteriorate when love begins to start. I get googly-eyed and blah, blah, blah. Singing songs that's out my range with many la, la, la. No. Back it up. Go, 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 go. That's enough. Please look the other way. Say now, stick with it.
Now, that song was fire. Paul Cram, you know it. That song is definitely a
I
vibe.
like that.
Definitely a vibe.
Hmm.
So,
I like that song.
yes. And just so y'all know, she is new to Blast. So, I'm going to need y'all to run over to Blast 24 Music 247.com. My bad. I'm so excited about this song. Like, I wanted him to play it on replay, but we had to get ready for this interview. But again, run over to blastmusic247.com. If you are an independent artist, I mean, if you are a singer, if you are a poet, the poet, I know I told you this the last time, so you do, because you do have a lot of your performances already on video. So we need you to get on there and join that premium account and get your stage set, upload your media so that people can
For
watch
sure.
you in between the podcast on our platform, just like we did with Miss Tanika Share. When I tell you I love that song, I love all of our artists on Blast. I am a fan. Like y'all know, I'm a fan of everybody that I hear that it sounds good to me. So again, the account is free. Okay, because I know folks be like, oh, do it cost? No, it is free. So again,
It's
run over to 24 blastmusic247.com. I'm telling you, this is the new place to be for all independent artists. We are a family and we really believe in everybody building and coming together and going to the top. So before we get back in, let me play my brothers from Soul Society with the alkaline water. And then we're going to go into the promo that Rural Jacobs used for his She Fresh line that for Mother's Day, the pictures I sent him. That's my childhood friend, known him since I was 5. And then I'm going to follow up with Canaleaf, and then we'll be right back with the poet.
Peace and love, family. Check it out. It's the We Are the Gold campaign. The We Are the Gold campaign is all about highlighting ourselves as the wealth, value, and solutions we've been looking for. We are the gold. Before it comes to the money, your health is the wealth. Tap into intentional lifestyle decisions, making sure you're putting living, local foods preferably, especially organic, into your well-being, your temple, And you already know you gotta couple that with the live alkaline water, the best hydration in the nation, natural alkaline spring water straight from the source, no artificial induced processing. And the other side of the We Are the Gold campaign is activating our economics, So tap into the We Are the Gold campaign, get your $20 monthly subscription special at heavyenergyuniversity.com.
And now we have Canaleaf. Discover Canaleaf, your ultimate online dispensary. Looking for premium cannabis products without leaving your home? Welcome to Canaleaf.net, your one-stop shop for all things cannabis. They have a huge selection. Explore a diverse range of strains and edibles with just a few clicks. They got it all. This is an exclusive art offer because, see, they partnered with Blast Music 24/7. So run over to Blast Music 24/7 on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Then run over to Canaleaf.net and use your 15% discount on every purchase. All you have to use is the promo code BLAST15. That's BLAST15. Shop online. It's quick, easy, and convenient. You just visit Canaleaf.net to browse their selection and place your order in minutes. Why wait? Elevate your experience with Canaleaf today. That is Canaleaf.net, and on social media, Instagram, Canaleaf_FL, and on Snapchat, Canaleaf_FL. So now getting back to Miss Tanika's song,
Mm-hmm.
what is your take?
So I just it first of all, it's like really vibey. Like it's not something that like I would it's not something that's like too oversaturated. It's like super vibey, real good, real nice. And also like my retention is awful recently just after having this baby. But there was a line that she said and I was just like, well, you're right. The whole song really, but that it was that one line that just she said something. She was like, "Only Jesus can save me now." Yep, yep.
For real.
Sometimes you just gotta pray and hope, you know.
Yeah. And when I tell you, I love the fact, like, her concept of delivering the song is so not directed that it's universal. A man can vibe to this song and know that he's been in the same situation. Sisters, I'm not beating up on y'all, but I'm just saying, some of us ain't right in the head. Some of us are still, entangling ourselves in relationships when we haven't healed from the previous ones. I remember speaking with my god brother. He came to visit from Florida not too long ago, and he has a great woman. I will say this, a great woman. I had the pleasure of meeting her. I had loved her just from the conversations over the phone, but they flew up here and I had the opportunity to build with her. And when I tell you, she is great for my god brother. He opened up and he was very honest with me because he has been married before. And he is like, sis, I just don't, I let him vent and got it all out. And I said, how you feel now that you said all of that? And he said, well, I feel good to finally voice it to somebody that I know, will understand how I feel. And, we're both Tauruses too. So, we got a deeper connection and understanding.
Taurus.
Yeah. You know how that goes. So,
Yeah.
but I said to him what I have said to you for years. We are all cheaters. And hear me when I say this. Because most
oh
people
no, you don't have to convince
sexual,
me.
and I'm not even saying sexually.
Yeah.
We are cheating our prospective mates. Those that pursue us or those that we choose to pursue, when we carry the weight from past relationships and hold that like a mirror to them, and they haven't even shown you any of that yet.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy.
It's like, I don't know, everybody has to get there, but I remember the things from past relationships. But when I am engaged with a totally new person, I block that off because it's not fair to that person. The new person is consistently fighting a fight that's invisible to them, that they know nothing about, especially if you don't even talk about your past relationships. You are cheating on that person with someone that shouldn't even still have space in your head. And if you are doing that in your relationships, you need to pull back and love on you some more. You have to build with yourself some more. And I just want to, before you share your piece, I just want to share this one only because I feel it draws attention to us working on ourselves. And you've heard this one plenty of times, so you already know this one as well. But this one is 3 a.m. Awakened by the melody of rain, tap dancing on my window pane, flowing effortlessly like a woven tapestry. Is there a message the universe has for me? Few hours pass. I'm still up looking through the glass. Is it hidden within the puddles in the grass? Breathe. Relax is revealed through meditation. A simple task met with complications, the demand of my world consuming me like an endless pit, stressful, wanting to throw my hands up and say, man, forget this shit. Yet, the rain, breathe, relax, attempting to do so while struggling with the weight, like being restrained around the torso. Bondage, we must understand, is very much mental as well as physical. Recharge and protect your energy. The universe continues to remind me. Breathe, relax. The trickling increasing its pace like the climax in a movie, thoughts swirling like a 12-round bout, bobbing and weaving, the negative striking with clout. Obstacles don't define my destiny. The universe continues to remind me. Breathe, relax, be who you were designed to be. Boom. You gotta unmute yourself.
I love your work so much. I love your work so much. I'm trying to see because I think I'm gonna do Final Girl because I don't think the mic will stay on if I go out of the thing. So I'm gonna do
some people have been able to go off camera. It's just that it's just a black screen, but usually we can hear. If you want to try it before you start.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So then I'm gonna do a new one. Yay! I'm gonna do an open letter from a tired poet. This was written. I was 4 or 5 months pregnant. Once again, a lot of my stuff has been written from anger or feelings of resentment, and yeah. So this poem is a bit angry, but it's real. And it's really about like introducing people to the newer version of myself, versus, still dwelling on the things that I did as a child. So as I said, it's called An Open Letter from a Tired Poet. Whew. Okay. Are you satisfied? You broke me. Or does it gratify you all to watch it happen as you have all these years? I was 17, thrust into a world on my own, battling an addiction, self-healing wounds that everyone else saw as scratches, but I felt bullet holes. I was 17, fresh out of a sexually abusive relationship that left me with an unhealthy thirst for more. I mean, at the time, I just wanted someone to love me like my father hadn't, and I fell into someone else's arms as quickly as I got out of another's, covering up the wounds with lace gowns and fake smiles. But I loved him more than I had loved anyone else, and in the end, he used me. To whatever capacity he could, my wounds began to show, and somehow I left there with a bigger wound than I could imagine. I was taken advantage of. From the age of 3, there was always someone who thought it was their right to take from me. My no never mattered, so I was 18, and I thought nothing could get worse until I was face down on a couch in my living room, being robbed of my shine again. I couldn't look in the mirror without being disgusted with what I saw. I blame myself for it happening because I shouldn't have invited the assailant in the first place. I was 18, and I came to the conclusion that I wouldn't let this stop me. I covered the wound well, yes. Held on to that one until I couldn't anymore. But if you ask Tootie, But if you ask me if I press charges, the answer would be no. Because even after that, I didn't want to ruin anyone's life, though I felt a peace of mind had been stolen from me. And well, I was 19 before my world fully ended. I could no longer cover my wounds or haphazardly heal them, and my love was gone. I became reckless, using my body to feel pretty and get the things that I desired. It all came so easily. Stacking up bodies and feeding the little monster that consumed me, it didn't matter who they were or who they knew. If I wanted them, I had them. Business be damned. I was 19, held at the standards of someone much older because everyone around me was much older. And the reality was, I needed help, guidance. I needed someone to try and understand me before passing judgment because I should just know better. To be fair, I knew better. I knew in my heart these things could end badly, but those were long-term consequences to me just wanting to satiate the need and heal myself from the traumas I had endured. At least I hoped it would, but I knew in my heart that burning bridges would just add wood to the fire that was already starting to burn. And when I finally gained control, it was too late. I was 20, taking accountability, trying to make amends with the mess I had made at 17, pulled out of events because of things that I had done with my body as a teenager. It had all boiled over, old wounds open and new ones arose. I am ashamed of how many people I let down in those times where I gave into addiction, of how many people know my name for the wrong reasons because I let my poetry come second to my pussy. I am ashamed of losing the friend who defended me in rooms I wasn't in and wasn't invited to in the first place, of giving up my shine to people who would talk down about me in these very spaces. I was 20, and 2 lines on a stick seemed to all open all of the wounds again. I am afraid of this new journey. It will force me to face the things I avoided, accept the things that I cannot change, and move in a completely different direction. Just sit down and write it, they said. Stop talking to these niggas and put it in a poem, they said. It'll be easy, they said. And it isn't. It wasn't. It's never easy to bare your soul to people you never thought gave a fuck anyway. Just give me my pens and be buoyant with the fact that I gave it to you in the first place. I won't address this again, so I'll leave you with this. Whatever they said I did, I did. And whoever they said I was, whoever they said I am, I was. Get to know me before you listen to the background noise, though. I think you'll find more in me than just what they said. And this is my truth. Okay. All right. Let me get her pacifier because she dropped it. That's why she's yelling at me.
This, whew, I don't want to comment just yet. Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, Paul Crim, the spit poet, said, wow. And this is powerful. Powerful indeed. And this is why in my introduction of this young sister here, I said her strength was always there. It's in between the lines of her pen. I, again, am so proud of you. And, you know, there's a difference between trauma bonding and highlighting the trauma that catapulted you into your strength. So to be able to identify with being molested and, you know, not having the opportunity to say no, I get it. But I am proud of you because that didn't stay with you. You acknowledged it and you owned it, and you didn't let it crush your spirit, even though it may have been those who felt that it should.
Yeah.
The fact that you get up every day is the strength that you need. The back, like you said, the background noise, not you, Empress Bean, but the other background noise, you know, it does not define who you are because it is just what it is, noise. And you continue to shine. And this is why I was like, hey, you ready to be back on the show? Because I felt it. I know that you're ready. I saw it Trust me, I've been wanting you to come back on the show for a long time, but I was right there with you. Even going through my surgery and everything, I still purposely, if I did not see you in my timeline, I went to your page. Okay, that's why you always saw me on stuff. So, one, not not sure if you have the time, but I think I asked you this once before, but do you have Clubhouse?
Yes, I do.
I need you to, if you don't do it tonight, but I would
Mhm.
love for you to come once a cup Clubhouse, because when we end, I jump on Clubhouse. Shout out to Partners in Rhyme, Lyrical Vibes Room. I would love to invite you to come through tonight to spit, to share with the crew, you know what I'm saying, and connect you with some more fire people. And definitely for you to link with Malikia. Malikia, who I would not know these people had it not been for Sharita. So again, shout out to Sharita
Shout
Delacruz. We also know that is our connection as well.
out, I
She
think like
has.
I
I've
think
had
like
her on. I've had her on the podcast a few times, and she has always been told she needed one. So I kind of like was like, sis, hey, come on the blast. So she has her own sanctuary experience here on Blast Tuesday nights.
mhm,
And so I definitely want you to link with her. That's why I was like, hey, come on into Clubhouse tonight so I
yeah.
can introduce you, because that's definitely
I,
somebody I think would be dope for you if you can. And we be on there for a while. Okay, so it depends on however many people come into the room.
yeah.
Um,
I think that with writing that poem, I just had to sit down and, like I said in the poem, just sit down and write. Like I had to silence everything. I was going through so much at that time. I was dealing with the fact that I was dealing with the realization that I was going to be a single mother. I was
mhm,
dealing with the realization that I would have to bring life into this world by myself. I was dealing with the realization that the people who claimed that they were closest to me were the people who were really participating in, as for lack of better words, my downfall.
mm,
The way that the public viewed me was a lot of because of how this person portrayed, and this person knew me better than anybody in the world. um we have been best friends since I but I was 12 years old, um and sharing everything with this person and letting them into the most personal parts of my life. They really contributed to everything starting that I had to go through with my, not only with my pregnancy, but with having my daughter and everything else. It's been a roller coaster. Even now, establishing paternity and all of these different types of things, so that I'm not doing this by myself. But of course, everything that I went through, I'll talk about in this project that I'm about to release. But I I have nothing good to say, so I'll not say anything at all. But yeah, yeah. So, um, just having to deal with all of that, and then being pregnant, those hormones are crazy. And I never thought that like I would fully experience it. Like I was like, people are overreacting. Like pregnancy hormones cannot be that bad. But then I got pregnant, and I was like, whoa, everybody shut the hell up and get the hell out of my face. Everybody, just leave me alone. And sometimes I would be like that for no reason. It's those hormones. So dealing with all of that, and then dealing with hormones, and then dealing with my own mental health, like, you know, lots of things come out of things like that. And I, in coming out of that place and realizing that at the end of the day, I have to be a mom regardless of who's here and who's not and who does what and whatever happens. I have to raise this little person, and I have to wake up every day and be okay, because a present mom is what she needs. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you tell her.
So before we end, I want to remind folks real quick. Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, one half, Paul Cram, who was in the comments. He and I both dropped our EPs on Valentine's Day at midnight. This is Attitude Adjustment. We're on DistroKid, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Mine is My Man Makes Beats. Same Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. And you can find me on IG at Queen Shine. That's QUEEN 8HINE. And I have a writer's page on Facebook, and that is Sunshine, spelled just like how my name is there, Vibrations, on Facebook. And we will close the show out. Again, if y'all are in Clubhouse and y'all want some more poetry, you feel me? Go on to Clubhouse, Partners of Rhyme, Lyrical Vibes. It started about 4 minutes ago. Go ahead, give your shout outs, tell the people how they can find you, and plug away.
Shout out to my baby. Shout out to my bean. Shout out to all of my family, especially my dad. Love you. Shout out to my friends.
DJ Instrumental.
DJ Instrumental. Shouts out to all of my friends I think are watching live on YouTube. And y'all can find me on Instagram at The Poet and at The Poet Promo. That's TheePoett and TheePoett Promo, PROMO. And y'all can find me on Facebook at Zakaria Neal, just my name. And yeah, y'all can find me on YouTube at It's Just Zakaria. We're about to start posting, me and her are about to start posting like daily vlogs, all that different type of stuff.
Good.
Everything together. And we're gonna, days in the life, things of that nature. Also, you can follow me on TikTok at I just changed my TikTok. Earth to Zakaria. EARTH 2 ZAKARIA. And yeah, that's where all of the short form stuff will be from YouTube.
All right. Well, it is Friday.
It's Friday.
Y'all know how I say it. It's Friday. Be feeling how you be feeling. Be safe out there. Love on yourselves. Love on those that love you. Folks is leaving up out of here. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. Rest in peace to Roy Ayers. I feel like I lost a sister and an uncle within the same week. But love the people who you should love, that love you back in return before you can't anymore. So with that being said, y'all be safe. You got to be out there in them streets. Please be safe. Okay? Don't give them a reason. Come back home, brothers. We love you despite of what society is saying. Sisters, I love you despite of what society is trying to say, that we don't love each other. Yes, we do. Some of us is just a little misguided. That's all. Okay. So thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, I will actually be having Miss Malikia K. Courtney, which is AKA Lady Mazel Tov, and she is one half of Partners in Rhyme, Lyrical Rhymes Room on Clubhouse. Stay tuned. Y'all be safe. Bye, Empress Beam.
Bye.
Peace, peace, peace.